Wouldn't you like to get out of that tight shirt?
Yeah, I was just thinking about doing that myself. You know, it's a little bright in here. Wouldn't you like to dim it to make it a little more romantic? You know?
Yo, welcome to Under the Influence Cocktails and Consciousness. This is a critical thinking platform where we talk about issues that are important to the black millennial and then some issues not so important to the black millennial. As we know, sometimes these issues are tough, so we handle them with a cocktail. Welcome, it's your host Caleb, and joining me, the beautiful Ivory.
Hi.
Hey, so topic of the day. What's the fastest cat in the jungle?
A cheetah.
Damn it. Well, the second fastest or third fastest, somewhere up there, because they fast. Fast.
Fast in terms of what? Running?
They fast in terms of they always get their man, right?
Oh, gosh.
The cougar. Topic of the day is the Cougars, right? Because the cougar must be fast to keep up with those young bucks that they go hunt down and stuff like that. And since this is dedicated to Patty, who is our most recent cougar.
Patty who?
Patty LaBelle, Miss Pie, Miss Patty, Miss Patty, really, Miss Pie Patty. That's my best.
I was just watching
That's my best James. I forgot his last name.
Right. James
Wright. Right.
A master class about Patty on Oprah on Oprah Winfrey Network. You know, she has these master class shows, and so she'll have like a notable figure in history come on and kind of talk about their lives and things they learned. And I watched the one on Patty LaBelle, and it was actually really good. Like, she kind of went through like the timeline of her life, and so although right now she's like well known for her pies, I mean, there's some dope things that she, innovative things that she has done throughout her career. But, I just wanted to say that as a caveat, although we're about to talk about her new love life as, what most people refer to as a cougar. So she's dating someone who is significantly younger than her. Is that what it is?
He is significantly younger than her. I believe she is 71 years old. And he is 41 years old. So she is 30 years.
Patty.
I'm not even old enough to even be in her cougar range yet, right? And that's some crazy shit.
She looks good to be 71, though. I will say that.
She does. I mean, but hell, man, how many damn pounds of makeup did Patty got on?
But there are
Patty been wearing makeup since. See, that's the thing about a Patty. If you look back at that, ooh, love, who cool say that motherfucker was wearing pounds of makeup on her face back then.
I mean, she could be having makeup on, but the fact that like she has a sharp mind, she's mobile. I mean, she got the makeup on, but like she's not frail. She's not docile. She gets around. She does what she has to do. She still be wearing the slick wigs, and she keeps her heels on. Now you find me a 71-year-old that still looks sharp.
I like
that.
Patty now that shit down like the back then. Honestly, I like Patty now. She a little bit smoother than she was now than she was back then. She looked more like fucking Grace Jones. She had one of them kind of.
She was like, and that's one of the things that was on the master class show that she talked about. Like, she was very artistically expressive. Like, she was someone who wanted to like express herself in so many different ways, and so she just did things outside the box, which I'm always for that. So I think it's dope. But yeah, I think she looks good. I forgot what rapper talked about Patty in his song, and he was talking about her legs. How he loved her legs. I don't know.
Was it Nelly? Because he did that song with her. He did that West name, that Dilemma.
That is not Patty LaBelle.
That was Patty LaBelle.
That was Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, but
she was in the video.
Yeah, because he sampled that song from her.
But he didn't sing it. She didn't sing it.
Well, I don't know, man. She might. That's the only song I came up with because that's the only
But
song
no, it was somebody else. But they were just talking about how they loved her legs. But anyway, so who is this guy she's dating?
What's that man?
Is he well known?
He is a part of her band, I believe. So
it usually happens that way.
It kind of took me back to like, you know, I don't know, like you ever seen an episode of Jamie Foxx?
Which one?
when Jamie Foxx mama came to town and his mama was dating the dude that was in the band and he was much younger and Jamie had a problem with it the whole time. Yeah, okay. I mean, it kind of reminded me of that when I heard the story, you know what I mean, just based upon my index in my head. But you know what I mean, this show more so is about Cougars more so than it's about Patty, but you know what I mean? But as far as the guy, I mean, he's probably a good guy, lucky dude. You know, he doesn't seem like I mean, he's in the band, so it's not like he's trying to like, you know, maybe leech off of Patty or anything like that. And if he did, Patty's a Cougar. I mean, Cougars kind of like that type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? She's a Cougar. So I don't know. If only you knew.
Okay.
How old you must be.
His name is Eric Seeks. He is 30 years her junior, so he's 31 years old, or 41 years old actually. No, he's 41. And
then what we said? We said 41.
Oh, I thought he was in 30s. He's 41. So okay. And yeah, he's a musician, but he still looks like, oh no, I mean,
he looks like an older dude anyway.
He looks like an older. Okay, I'm judging by this one picture. I shouldn't do that though. But
he might be an older soul. He ain't one. Put like this. He not a spring chicken type looking dude. He not one of them. What you call it? What's my man name from 116 Park? He used to be no, not AJ. AJ was the dude with dreads, the one who played in you know, what was the show with the football chick and all that shit. The Game. He played in The Game and everything. The
Pookie?
Dude, no, he came after. He came. He played a major role in 116 Park. This dude did after AJ left.
I'm sorry.
He had the little cut and shit.
Oh, okay.
He be in a movie sometimes. Whatever, man. See, that's how unknown you are. And I heard he's an asshole anyway. So fuck him.
You don't even know him.
No, I can't remember his name because you can't remember it.
I'm sorry, but anyway, okay. Patty is dating someone significantly older than her. I'm for the Cougar life. Like I say, you know, get your groove on. Like if you can do it, then do it. She is, you know, living her life, and like you only get one life, so live it up. So I'm happy for her. She's happy.
I like Cougars, man. I have no problem with Cougars, honestly. You know, cause me, I date older women anyway. You know what I mean? You don't really catch me in these last couple of years dating women younger than me because, like, maturity level, man.
So what are some benefits to dating a woman who is older?
Benefits, guys, 5 benefits, real quick off the top of my head. Benefits of dating a woman who's older. Cougar is experience, life experience and sex experience, you know what I mean? Because that's what we talk about, indoor, outdoor action. You know, outdoor, you know, they kind of like, you know, they don't make a big deal of small things because they've seen the small things. They've had men leave them over small things. They've seen small things tear them up inside and they don't really want to deal with them anymore. And then they just stop being petty because once you get older, you know, the small shit don't matter anymore. So life experiences, then bed experience, sex experiences. Now, men, you have to be comfortable in your sexuality or comfortable in your manhood, knowing that this is no spring chicken that you're dealing with, and that she has had, you're not gonna say been around the block because, you know, that's such a like.
She has experience.
Yeah, she has experience. She has got it in. It might not be. It's not gonna be the virgin thing. You know what I mean? But you know, if you got a nice size on you and everything like that, and you could probably work with a Cougar and you're good to go. And you know, she knows what she's doing. You know, and if you find a Cougar that doesn't know what she's doing sexually, I don't know. That's not a good look. It's not good. You too old for that shit. All right, so you better get that shit together. All right, Cassandra. I don't think they make Cassandras no more.
Who is Cassandra?
Cassandras. I don't think they make Cassandras no more.
What is that? Who is that?
It's like an old ass name, ain't it? Like how many fucking Cassandras?
That ain't really that old. There's probably a lot of young people in the
Gladys. Gladys, you better get that pussy together if that's old.
God. So what is the oldest that you've dated? Like what's the oldest?
See, oldest oldest I've dated, because look, I tried to go old. Honestly,
Like
I tried to go
how
old. I
old?
tried to go damn near 50 one time.
That's what you wanted?
No, I just wanted to see. You know what I mean? I was kind of experienced. I was young, and I was in my early 20s, and I was trying to just to see what could I hook onto the hook. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. And so
That's a big egg. That's a big
yeah,
gap.
but I got on the phone with her, and it was the worst, guys. That's what I'm saying. Now, this is Cougar Game 101. I got on the phone, and she was talking about this. Once the lingo is too far off, you forget this type of shit. Because you talking to your mama, you don't care. When you talking to a woman, and you trying to like you courting her, you trying to think about like ass. It fucks you up to hell. You jiving. Like, what the fuck did this?
So that really happened?
Huh? Hell yeah. I'm on the phone with her ass.
How did
She's talking
you
about
meet
you
her?
jiving at the club.
So a 50-year-old was at the same club you were at
See,
as a 20-year-old?
but I think what happened was something that like I always go to older clubs anyway. So I was at older club for one, and then she was there. She was there for somebody's her daughter's birthday.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But she was nice looking. She was nice looking and everything. She was decent fit.
So what is like a nice looking cougar? Like what type of assets do they possess?
Okay, do you still have your shape whatsoever? You know what I mean? That's good. That's good to start off with as a cougar, because it's one thing to be young and up and down, like skinny, straight up and down, but it's one thing to be like have some weight to you and then be up and down as a cougar and shit like that. It's kind of like you might as well put your dress on, Medea, and keep it rocking. But if you have a shape to you still, you just have a nice little shape to you. You know what I mean? A cute face and stuff like that. What else? What you want to look for? You want to look for, you have not a lot of makeup, because cougars do get to that point where they wear a lot of fucking makeup, and it's like you on some clown shit. You like bows around, something like so. You don't want them to look like that. You want them to kind of be decent, and they might have a wrinkle here and there, but it's like they just decent. Especially and this is for black millennials. So black women, they do age gracefully a lot of the time. So if you play your cards right, you could probably catch a decent little cougar or something. Why not?
So you tried to go for a 50-year-old. That didn't work. So what is the oldest you actually did have something with?
How old was she? I believe she about 40.
And how old were you?
I was 24.
Okay. And so how was that experience?
It was cool. It was cool. And I didn't know the game. I was still trying to learn the game a little bit, you know what I mean? So I got schooled a little bit, that probably wouldn't make the same mistakes today. But,
what?
Like, forgetting, like, okay, even though she's older and she ain't playing hard to get, she's still like, even a lot of cougars are insecure sometimes, and they can't believe they got you. Kind of like, I feel like it's in my head maybe, or this is what I feel like happened. They can't believe, so they kind of like don't want to give it up fast, because they don't want you to like not mess with them anymore.
That's not a real cougar though, because
man, sometimes they get down like that. And that's what this is the case. You asked me my experience, damn it.
I know. I'm telling you. I'm listening to your experience, but I just feel like any woman, regardless of age, who feels like that they have to play a game like that, where it's like the chase, like dog and cat chase, I feel like is someone who is not really secure in like their sexuality, and that's just me. That's like
you might be right. I could be wrong too. It could be the fact. It could be the fact that
here's an oldie but goodie. Hit it.
What? Keep talking.
Excuse me, guys. We had a oldie, but we had a motherfucking flash, a flash for the blast for the past come up. But no, but it also could be that she just wanted me to stay around, because a lot of times, especially you got a cougar, they might be set their ways. If a lot of guys have hit it and quit it, they might be like, oh man, and if they really like you. They might want to like stall that process, or they know that kind of stalls the process. Me, I was young at that point too. Well, I wasn't young. I mean, wasn't that far from here, but I wasn't really on that with her. I wasn't trying to like build something, and that wasn't me. So I kind of pressured it a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like I just picture a cougar to be a woman who has had like, you know, those long-term relationships, who has had, you know, maybe even a family and raised her children and all of these things, and that's something that she's done, and so and she's secure in all of that, and so the next, you know, relationship that she gets into, if this guy is younger, is not something that she feels like she has to go the extra mile for, or play any games to like make sure that she can get him. Like, she's a woman who is like, you know, I can get him because I am who I am, and he can stay or he can go, because like, you know, I'm living my life. You know, you jump on the train or you keep it moving. Like, I just picture her as being someone who is like, you know, fiercely independent and doesn't need to play those type of games. Like, you know, and so like I think
Is that the kind of cougar you're gonna be? I think she said this cougar goes.
If that's the cards that life deals me, then like that's just what it will be. Like, that's the type of woman that I have always been anyway. But like, if you know, if that's what the life that like I have, then like I never want to live my life anyway having to play any type of games to like get anybody to stay. Like, either you want to be here or you don't. Like, that's just
Tell them you might be drunk or high, but you may be drunk and high, but you still know what you want.
Right.
And this is a perfect time for me to introduce something that I am going to introduce to the Under the Influence. Well, we are going to introduce to the Under the Influence Cocktails and Consciousness show, and it is our saying. It's going to be a saying. This is going to be a meme. This is a vision. This is a portrayal. This is something out there. You know what I mean? And it starts like this: I may be blank. Now, this blank could be two things, or it could be one thing and one thing. It could be separated depending on how you get down. But for the sake of this conversation and understanding, I may be drunk and high, but I still know. I still know.
Know what?
Anything. It could be anything. Anything you know. Anything that they try to pull the wool over your eyes, or anything that people try to tell you that you're exaggerating, or that you're conspiracy theorist, or that you're bullshitting, or that you don't know, or you ain't unknowledgeable, you know, because of the fact that, you know, oh, you drunk, you high. They might be saying just as a figure of speech, or they might be literally saying it. You know how you get into those bar conversations or those weed pass around the room conversations, and the people are like, oh, you bullshit, you just high, nigga. You say, no, I may be high, but if you're at the bar, you're on the stool, you damn near finna pass out. Somebody say this and that. You say no, this and that. They say, oh, you're just drunk. You say, I may be drunk, but I still know. All right, so what Irie, I don't know, she may be drunk or high, but she still knows what she wants.
Neither right now.
She's neither right now, but she knows what she wants as a cougar.
You being sarcastic?
No, it's fucking serious, dramatic. That was the intro.
Well, I'm not a cougar, so I can't really say like.
I'm saying,
for
you
sure.
know what you want when you turn to one.
You think that I would be one?
Okay, does a cougar per se have to live the lifestyle of a cougar to qualify as a cougar?
It's a woman who is older and single and dates younger men, right? That's the definition.
Cougar can't be in the mindset; it's not in the heart.
I thought it was a woman who dates younger men.
It is.
Okay.
It is. And hopefully, you know.
Now I don't know if that's what I don't know that I actually would be one, because like historically for me, you know, I've always and as opposite to you, I've always dated like older. Mm-hmm. But you know, I think that I don't see that happening for myself, but I think that for women who do date younger, I think that it's probably like unique situations where the guy, he has to be like, you know, unique and be mature, which is really rare for guys, because guys like, you know, historically are immature, more immature anyway than like a woman who's the same age as them. But yeah, they have to be a unique case. Like, they have to be someone who's like really mature for their age first.
And cougar, and cougar has to be, you know, with kind of like wisdom and kind of like temperament and composure and shit like that. Because it's a lot of old, young-minded women out here. You know what I mean? So even though you could be 50 years old, but you still don't qualify to be a cougar if you still on some young woman shit. So your mindset has to be kind of there, which is what you talked about, which is what you said,
like cougars. I mean, I feel like the only thing I feel like a man can really offer a cougar is sex, though. Honestly, you know, because they can't like provide for them, right? Like, you know, because like she's probably like in most cases she's more the financial like more financial secure one, and like in terms of like guidance or advice or like, you know, protection, like it's kind of maybe protection, but like not really like. So like if that's the case, if it is mostly sex, then is it really just a relationship? Because then it could just be like a friend with benefits, right?
You know, I agree, because you know a lot of cougars come, it's like a formula to cougars. Kind of cougars a lot of times, like you say, they do have families, they do have husbands and kids, but their husbands usually work. Maybe their kids are grown and going to college, and maybe the husbands are working a lot of hours. You know what I mean? Doesn't have a lot of time for them. You know what I mean? But they have a lot of resources. Now what they do is they go find young men, like gigolos. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you have to, like, every cougar goes and find a gigolo, but a lot of times gigolos capitalize off of that. The fact that this lady has all this time and all these resources, but you know, no spouse, or the spouse died and left a lot of money, or he's at work all the time, or they have a mutual agreement, you know. And I feel like this births a lot of cougars too. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. I agree with you. What you're saying.
Or maybe she just want to get, you know, that back broken out, and like
that's the case
she hasn't had in a while, and the young guy is able to do that for her.
Because the safe and secure guys, that's the case. Because a lot of the safe and secure guys, sometimes they have a chip on their shoulder. Sometimes they don't. You know what I mean? Sometimes they delve into their work because they overcompensate for something. Sometimes they just don't have a sex drive like that, and they very greedy. You know what I mean? I feel like I understand that, and sometimes a cougar like, man, they might be a housewife or something, get to watch some porn and be like, damn, does that really exist in the world? And really want to go see if some shit like that exists, so they could feel a certain way. So I agree, man.
So that's the only way I would do it, if I can only be a cougar for like, you know, for pleasure purposes.
She said get their back broken out.
Because I don't want to be like a person's mother. Like I don't want to be like, you know, it kind of can turn into that after a while. Like you can like kind of become like the boss of your mate, or you know what I mean? Like I usually like to be in relationships where like there is some authoritative like presence with the guy that I'm dating. And so I feel like if I'm like 30 plus years older than you, you can't really, I don't know, I could be wrong, but you can't really provide that for me. So the only thing you can't provide for me is like you said, that high sex drive. But who knows?
Well, you could be a youthful soul. I mean, it's a lot of combinations.
Yeah, you could be a youthful soul. That's a good point.
Some old women got that goddamn motors. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Energize the buddy or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Hilarious. But yeah, so this has been our show on Cougars. Shout out Patti LaBelle. Shout out Mariah Carey.
Halle Berry. Vivica
Fox.
Man. Naomi Campbell, she's like kind of, well, like on the show on the Empire.
Yeah, Naomi Campbell on Empire. Shout out to you. Shout out to old girl on Empire. Naturi Naughton on Empire.
Power.
Oh, you know, 50 don't come kill me, family.
She's younger than him.
She's older than the guy.
No, she's not.
She's older than that dude who got killed.
Oh, I thought you meant then who she's at, then Ghost.
No, the dude who got killed.
Because she's younger than Ghost.
She was a cougar, the dude who got killed.
Okay, but I don't think she was like that much.
His son. What?
I don't, because I remember
he was
reading.
Kanan's son.
I know, 50's son.
And they grew up together. He
was over 21. He was probably like 21. She was 30. I remember reading she's 30. So
on that show, she's 30.
Mm-hmm.
So she's older than Ghost.
She's not older than Ghost.
So Ghost is younger than Kanan.
Ghost has to be in his mid-30s.
When she's 30.
She is younger.
Oh, that's a whole
than
fucking other show,
Ghost.
man. Hey, it's a whole fucking other show, man. But that was a good show, and I'm happy about it, you know. But don't forget, man, the new term is I may be under the influence.
But I still know.
Because you can under influence a lot of shit. Or you can say I may be high, I may be drunk. Hey, get it in. Let us know what you think, all right? Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment on this video. Don't forget to share it. Get it going. Get the movement going. And don't forget to subscribe to Under the Influence Cocktails and Consciousness. We're out.
Bye.